Hitler needed art, not Jesus. Hitler needed art, not Jesus. What does that mean? I mean, if we're honest, was he not just a misunderstood child that wasn't given the opportunity to fully express himself in the arts? Did he not have artistic ambitions? Was he not declined and turned down? Was he not just upsetty spaghetti at the end of the day and took it a little bit too far? Ultimately, can we not separate his contributions from his deteriorations? I mean, as much as he's taken, he's added just as much. And I think this is the perfect point in history to say, I need to be able to separate the person from their art. I need to be able to separate the human from their contribution to humanity, right? And this contribution may be enveloped in all kinds of negativity and warfare, party strife, whatever. Nonetheless, there is always a silver lining, and that's probably what we should focus on and extract. So in Hitler's case, let's maybe acknowledge that he ought to have been facilitated properly so that he can be in the arts, so that he can be a painter or whatever medium he would have chosen. I'm pretty sure it was painting. Nonetheless, this is the most extreme and prime example when you combine ideology and absurd belief with being in the wrong vocation, right? Because then you abuse it. If he would have been a painter, he would have never ever commenced any type of genocide killing. But then again, this is also a very nuanced distinction and point. We need to be able to separate his behavior pattern, what he ended up doing, from his approach to his behavior pattern. Because in his psychology, to what he was doing, he is cleansing humanity and he's doing the right thing, right? So the question becomes, what is right and what is wrong? And I think we've seen now that right technically is determined by each individual based on their own understanding, worldview, and constitution of life. And so if that is the case, he too was just doing the best he thought was best, or he was doing the best he could with the resources and means. And objectively speaking, obviously, murder, killing, genocide is absolutely never ever the answer. But how can a highly intelligent being such as he think that that is the answer? And to bring it back to here, of course this is a half-truth, and this painting is important because it is a half-truth, and it states a very important half-truth, that is, yes, he needed his ideal vocation, what he was designed for, as well as, of course, Jesus, God, whoever, right? His savior. But things backfire and malfunction when you are placed, when you are positioned in such a way that is not favorable to you. And he was positioned and essentially sucked off enough to think that he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And that led him to believe that he may rid millions of people. That's how illogical you become when everyone keeps sucking your cock and keeps telling you how great your stuff is. That's why I'm also more interested in shit talking and criticism and negativity than I am in compliments and praise and shoulder taps and congratulations, Dory, this is so awesome, I love your paintings. Because it's bullshit and it's nonsense. It's not meant, and it goes back, also ties into the American shallow, hey, how are you? It's so great to see you. I love you and your family. I hope you have the best holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. Why don't you come over on the second holiday and we'll celebrate? That kind of overly enthusiastic, bullshit, shallow, superficial American etiquette that you're supposed to adhere to, that's the same shit to me. Everything ties into everything. So it's all the same thing. The point is, the half-truth is accurate. Yes, he needed art, but he also needed Jesus. Just like you need your vocation, you need to do what you're sought out to do, what you're designed to do, what you're made to do, what you're put here to do, plus the Lord. It's that simple. It's 1 + 1 will give you your 2, and that is fulfillment. 2 is fulfillment. That's what we're seeking. On that note, cheers, happy Thanksgiving, be safe, take care, talk soon.